In a developer live update that was broadcast today, October 4th, we can see that Season 2 is going to bring some huge quality of life changes across the board, like better inventory management. Experience points bonuses are now multiplicative, not additive. Mounts are going to feel better and more responsive. Item power is going to progress more in a more meaningful way based on circumstances. The existing endgame progression has been tweaked with some content additions, and of course, new season mechanics. Overall, it is said that leveling 1 to 100 is going to be 40% faster than in Season 1. Resistance, damage buckets, unique item tweaks, and class balances going to be discussed in the campfire chat on October 10th. Starting out, I want to talk about inventory and stashes. We're getting a loot filter, but unfortunately, it appears we won't be able to search by gear affix. The loot filter feature will be more about rarity and item slot, and being able to filter by ancestral and sacred. Instead of content rewards or monsters dropping gems, they'll be dropped as gem shards, which can then be crafted at the jeweler, lowering the amount of our inventory bloat. You're going to stop seeing non-sacred and non-ancestral common magic and rare items in higher world tiers. Instead, they'll be dropping as crafting materials you would normally get from salvaging them. This ultimately is going to lower the amount of trips back and forth to the blacksmith, so we can keep farming more efficiently. It was terrible doing higher level nightmare dungeons and picking up trash items so often just to get more crafting mats. Picking up useless rares was a way to farm gold previously, so we probably need to find a new way to farm gold. We're also seeing more stashes added to towns in key areas. Improved placement of the Purveyor NPC and the Occultist is also coming to the Tree of Whispers, so we're getting better town efficiency. By the way, Renown completion is going to persist from season to season. However, hitting skip campaign is only going to unlock a static 10 waypoints. In terms of endgame additions, in the livestream, they showed a tree of activities and how the flow of doing endgame content worked. We're seeing the addition of 5 new bosses. Echoes of Varshan is returning and comes from doing Whispers. This boss will be located near the Tree of Whispers. Access to the Beast of Ice is going to come from completing Nightmare Dungeons tiers 21+. World bosses and Legion events will lead to the new vampire seasonal boss, Lord Zir, and the Galvanic Saint will be from completing Helltides. Component items used to gain access to these new bosses will be tradable between players. Each boss is going to be a way to farm unique items, with each boss having their own unique drop tables. The biggest boss is going to be Uber Duriel, who will have an increased rate of dropping Uber uniques. Uber uniques are going to be much more common than before. It was said during the livestream that you will likely know someone who has found an Uber unique. We're looking at huge quality of life improvements to endgame. The range of item power found on equipment is going to be in a tighter range based on the level of mobs you fight. So now there's a better reason to want to fight higher level monsters. The trashier items will basically appear less and less the higher you go. Gear affixes that are useless will appear less frequently in higher endgame drops. We're seeing a handful of nightmare dungeons having objectives removed, and even layouts are being modified for less backtracking. The Lightning Storm affix, for example, is now giving 35% movement speed increase for 5 seconds, potentially making this an S tier sigil if used properly. We're also able to teleport directly inside nightmare dungeons so we can avoid having 2 loading screens. For overall endgame, we're getting greatly increased experience points again from Whispers and Helltides. They said they wanted Whispers and Helltides to be a more competitive option with Nightmare Dungeons. Whispers are also going to adhere to the item slot of the cache, so we won't be seeing any random necklaces dropping from a boot cache anymore. Helltide chests are getting new icons to indicate the type of Helltide chests on the map. The gold rewards are also going to be greatly increased. This was said to help offset the cost of enchanting. We're seeing an increase in cost to the initial enchantment, but a lower scaling cost of subsequent enchantments. Whisper and Helltide caches are going to give better item power equipment, so we overall don't feel like we're doing endgame content and getting trash equipment all the time. The new season mechanic is going to be vampiric powers, and so far it's a little confusing to me, so I might get this wrong. From what I understand, we're getting a new user interface element called the Sanguine Circle, which will be used to manage our vampiric powers. Each vampiric power has a pact cost to activate. We'll find pacts as consumable items that we can then place on our armor. We'll use a blood type currency to upgrade and unlock various vampiric powers. There's going to be a seasonal endgame content that allows us to remove or inject pacts into armor for further customization. Blood Harvest is going to be a new Helltide style event which starts from level 1, giving us more reason to be in the overworld. Eris is going to be our new Gourmand, an NPC that we follow throughout the Season 2 questline. Zir is our new seasonal bad guy who has lieutenants that will invade our dungeons. And Zir himself will be a new endgame boss which we can access from completing world bosses and Legion events. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, good luck, and have fun.